Hey. Hey, you. You, sitting in the chair. Right by the computer screen. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know what time it is? It's the Blob time. And you could tell because Free Ingredients gives us a timepiece. I'm DeoGenZ, and today we're going to continue in the downtown area. Is this downtown or uptown? I think this is a downtown. The downtown area of Chroma City. Our color crusader here. Ah, oh, damn it! It's the Crusaders. I'm such a nincompoop. All right, you know, it's nothing to do with this LP, but there was a question on a test that I had recently, and they were the Crusaders, the people I'm talking about. And I don't want to get into it too much what the test was about, because really the subject material is depressing, and for a colorful, fun video like this, it is not related in any way. But let's just say it has to do with the Japanese internment phase during World War II. Yeah, that's right. America had its own concentration camps, and it completely felt justified in placing the Japanese population into them. So, that's a discussion piece for not this video. Oh, look at that! Oh, so close. I was so close to having my ass flamed. Out of my way! Whoa, we squished that guy and hit the transform engine in one shot. See? Oh, no, we didn't. He just moved. I just didn't see him. I'm going to say, wow, what a powerful blob we are today. Look at that guy, the goalie. They got their mouths open. Oh, cool, we could paint that ball. That's cool.
I'm going to catch the ball, guys, with my face. I don't have any hands, so I'm going to bite it when it comes by. Yeah.
Just ridiculous. But everything is getting upbeat, jazzy, and colorized as we go along, so let's keep up this pace and cancel out these inked monuments. Let's make them monuments to magical color. Of course, we need a different color of magic before we can fill it up. But 71 paints will do! And this should hopefully purify and clear the water. Very nice, very nice. I wonder where all that ink was coming from, though. I wonder if the Inked Corporation just crashed one of their ink carriers or something like that, and let it leak down by the river, because I just don't understand how all that ink could be in there. Maybe they just ink bombed everything really quickly, right as they came along, and that's how they grayified and made everything dreary, not so colorful in Chroma City. And any ink that didn't get on the buildings, they seeped into the river. Very possible. It's the way the pollution goes. Through gravity. Hey, you come back here. And we've got another one of the Blue Dudes challenge. I think his name is Zip. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. The characters in this game are inconsequential to the story. They're really just there as a driving line for the challenges. They're not really meant to, I would say, bring any depth into the story, because it's not that deep of a story. I mean, you know, as stories go, as gaming narratives are, there are a lot more... Damn, lost my clock. There are a lot more intriguing storylines, mainly in RPGs, that go way more into character development. But the Blob is not that kind of game. No, it's not. It's not. It's the kind of game you smoke some pot, you play, you paint, you listen to jazz, and you have yourself a good time. Or you don't smoke pot, you know? I mean, this is only a luxury recently gained to me through Colorado's laws, but if you're not in that kind of place, then definitely do what you're going to do, but do it privately. But you don't need any sort of narcotics to enjoy this game. Oh no, I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying that, you know, when it comes down to it, pot makes music and art a lot better. It makes you a lot more open, I feel, to the message that it's trying to bring. And now this one, you know, not so much of a message, and I realized that, you know what, we should probably paint the green buildings first, because I'm not going to be able to slide all the way without touching any of the base, which has to be blue, so might as well start at the top. But yeah, I think many people who have experienced the plant would agree. You may not, and that's perfectly cool too. Whoa, don't get in there too crazy, Blob. I don't want you to paint the green blue. Just want you to do the base.
Base.
Perfect. Carry on. You know, talking about a place to enjoy colors and music and greenery all alike in one building. I went to a concert recently called by a band called Yoto, and it's EOTO if you ever want to look them up. They're this really awesome improvisational dubstep drumstep group, and the reason I say they're more drumstep than dubstep, I mean they are dubstep, but one of the main dudes, he stays on his drum kit, which changes colors throughout the whole entire show. He's got like one of those translucent white drum kits with LEDs in it, so that it changes as the beat and pace changes, and it really ramps up with the music in sync. It's awesome. So there's that guy, and he's drumming like a straight drum solo the entire show. And I mean, I think the show was like a couple of hours. I don't really remember. I think, let's see. Yeah, it was like maybe 4 hours. And it wasn't just 4 hours of them. I mean, there was some opening acts, but you know, even the opening acts were pretty intense too. But what Yoto did when they came on, they changed the game. You know, here I thought that the theater was, you know, limited to what it could do. And they bring out lasers. They got projectors. They're sitting in this giant lotus flower. And they have projectors. It's a white lotus flower, petals and everything, so you could use it as a projection board. And they were projecting all sorts of art, like you know, going through flames, through fire in the flames, and going through thunderstorms and really cool shit, going through circuit boards and fractals. Very, very awesome artwork. And you know, joints being passed around the whole entire concert. Freaking amazing. Definitely wouldn't expect that in Jersey, but that's why you come out to Boulder to party and get some colors, because colors make everything better. It's like I was saying before, if colors didn't play an integral role in our life, then why would we be able to see them? I mean, as simple as that. You know, it takes a large energy investment. I don't care, it was worth it. Ow, I don't care, that's worth it too. I don't care, we still have time. Alright, where's the mark? Oh, it's right on the frickin' flame panel. I must have missed the switch to turn those damn things off. Whew. But singed, scorched, and burned all the way to the top. We made it. We made it. But yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to produce, or not produce, but perceive colors. You know, a lot of organisms don't perceive colors because it's just not necessary to their survival. To us, though, it matters. I couldn't tell you evolutionarily why it matters, but I know from my point of view, I love colors, and perhaps I've been programmed that way. Programmed that way of years of playing righteously vibrant video games that, you know, encourage different types of art styles. It's the funny thing is when people try to tell you that a video game is not art, it's a different commodity, if anything. And that I completely disagree with, as I'm sure most of you watching would. We're not gonna go for the end gate just yet. I wanna dispel the Church of Inkology first and make it a nice, lovely color monument. But not without hitting, not that, the transform engine! Wahoo! But it's an absurd notion to think that video games are not a type of art form. They completely are, and in fact they encompass multiple types of art forms. The art of music, the art of visuals, and then there's the art of strategy, which I'm not sure you could quantify as a real art. But it does make a... What? Come on, I shut that off. That's bullshit. But it does make a real difference in do I want to play your game or not. You could have the prettiest looking game of all time, but if it's not going to play the way that I'm wishing it to play, or the mechanics of it all are very wonky, then your art piece has kind of failed, in a way. At least in the world of video games. In the world of video games, you need to have all elements together. You need to have the music, the art, the gameplay itself in line. And that's why I'm playing this game. You know, that's what mainly I like to do on my channel, is games that maybe are not mainstream, but really were an enjoyable experience for me. So when I picked up the Blob, it's such a unique game. Again, I have nothing to compare it to. I can't think of another game that you go around and you color everything with your body and platform all at the same time. I can't think of anything that does that. I know plenty of platformers and things like that. Oh, let's fill this up since we've got the blue on us. You know, I can think of plenty of platformers, but with this unique mechanic and this awesome musical style, it is infectious to paint buildings just on the basis of making new instrumental sounds. That's art. And forget the critics who want to claim Wii is not art, or not graphically good because it can't do HD or whatnot. That's complete bullshit. That's completely ignoring what can be done in standard definition, which this works just fine. Oh, and guess what? Mario U? I mean, yeah, okay, it's HD, but it doesn't look that much more amazing. Oh, maybe there's a couple more details, and oh, maybe I can see the stitching of the quilting in some of the levels. Amazing. Wow, who cares? Was that really worth all the money I spent on a Wii U? Well, I didn't buy a Wii U, but if I had, would it have been worth all the money? No, it's not. Because graphics alone don't make a game. Graphics alone do not define this art style called video games. This art style is complex. It's more complex than most would like to agree that it is. You know, the naysayers of video games, they tend to just focus on all the negative aspects. And I guess that's really the naysayers of anything, you know, coming at it with a huge bias, whatever they're naysaying about. I just want to paint a few more buildings because this place was looking still a lot of gray, and even though the end gate is open, a little extra color touch-up can't hurt, right? Right. Besides, I'm sure you guys enjoy jumping and blobbing around with this colorful blob as we do. Ho-ho, didn't have to touch the burner, but I colored the building, and the gradients are free! Oh, that's pretty cool. They just gifted me a silver medal, and I didn't notice it before, but I guess this kind of does have achievements. I mentioned earlier it doesn't have achievements, except until at the end, but I didn't know that they'll actually point out to you, hey look, you have a silver medal. I think that's all they'll do, though. They won't say, you know, however many percent you are to completing the paint job. They might, though. They might. I've never done 100%, so I guess I can't say. But those naysayers, you know, those people, those old... It tends to be old dudes, too. You know, it always tends to be those old lawyer types who are trying to get the stricter ratings on games and make it more difficult for people to have these experiences. Oh, and look at this. We would have left through the end gate without even having changed this monument. Unforgivable. Is there water? No. Then I'll just wait for another... I'll just wait for this guy to respawn, really. There's plenty of seconds. Come on, Paintbot. Come back to me. But it's always these lawyers who are always pointing at the games that, personally, I don't even play. You know, I mean, yes, I play first-person shooters. No, I don't play Call of Duty. Alright, Call of Duty, to me, is boring. It's bland. Its story is repetitive. It's been done so many times, and to me, there's nothing unique about it. There's really not. I mean, for Pete's sakes, it was supposed to be an army simulation when it first came out. I never wanted to go in the army. And crap, where's their water? Water! We need a puddle. Oh, crap. Yeah! Right on the rim. Right on the rim of the water pool. So close, yet so far. So, oh well. We will have to do it again and free these gradients anyway. So to say that Call of Duty defines the entire art form of video games is preposterous. It's obviously not all there is. It's like saying that you hate all music because you don't think metal jives with your style. And you think that, oh, look at this demon music, this metal. Music must all be bad. Music must be doing this kind of transformative, negative behavior thing to all of our youth. It can't just be that, there's only maybe a couple of styles like this. There's definitely that aggro, over-the-top type of video game, and those are fun to play too. Listen, I'll tell you what, I may not play Call of Duty, but I play Mad World and No More Heroes, and that on the Wii. That was super violent. That was way over the top. But you don't see me going out with a chainsaw and trying to replicate that because I already had the synthesized experience. Yeah, I've already understood through a gaming point what that would be like. And I don't really want to kill people with a chainsaw. That's not my thing. Enemies coming at me who want to bash me over the head with a nail board, that's a different story. But since in real life I don't have that, I don't have that urge either. And that, that will, I suppose, have to be defined on its own. Really, it's not going to affect us gamers who are moving into the Steam world and moving into digital downloads because, you could really, at any age, say that you're such and such age and then you're really not that age and still get the game, so it won't even matter. What should matter is that people's maturity levels before they get to games are where they should be. So education before you get into gaming, just on how to be a person who is sane, is probably more necessary than putting higher and harder to get ESRB ratings to prevent people from playing the experience. But those are my opinions. What are yours?